Welcome back. In this segment, we'll be talking about changing the margins on the page. And I'm going to do that not with my ruler, but with the margins button here. Now, in APA requirements, you must have a 1-inch margin all the way around. So this one by default is set properly, and the header and footer we'll talk about later, but primarily they are there to put something the same across the top of every page and across the bottom of every page. Now, as we take a look at setting tabs, they can also be very useful. To find that, I'm going to go to the Format menu and go to Tabs. And just to make this a little bit easier, I think I'm going to create a brand new document so that I can see those tabs and so that you can see them a little bit more clearly. So first off, as I deal with a tab, tabs can be left, right, center, decimal, or bar. No, bar tab's not what you run up Saturday night, and it can have leaders. I can do those from this tab dialog box, or perhaps even more easily from the ruler. So right now, as I tab across, and I'll just tab and put a couple of characters in tab, and a couple of characters in tab, gives me a real handy way to align things on the page. If you look closely here at my ruler, underneath the ruler itself are these little tiny marks. Those represent the default tabs. They're there automatically. You don't have to do anything with them. The vast majority of the time, you will use a tab to start each new paragraph in writing APA style. But there's some cool other things that we can do with tabs. This button up in the corner is going to let me set tabs left, right, center, decimal, or bar. Let's take a look. I'm going to put a center tab here at about, call it 3.5 inches. So I change this button to center, and I'm going to come right here on the tab and click. Got to get just the right spot. There it is. And so I now have a center tab. All of these other little tab marks have gone away, and now when I begin typing, everything, everything works That's pretty cool, and it is a worthwhile thing to use. I'm going to drop down a couple of lines and change this to a different sort of a tab. This one's going to be a right tab that I'm going to set, maybe about here at 5.25 inches or so. So I tab across it, it stops for the center, and tabbing over. That comes in. That's useful on occasion. Or perhaps I would like to put in a decimal tab. And I'm going to put this a little bit closer so it's easier to find. And I can just tab to it, and I can start typing in, I don't know, just some letters or numerals. And always helps if I hit the tab key first. And everything lines up on the decimal tab. That's kind of cool. I'm going to drop down just a little bit more, and I'm going to put in a bar tab. Bar tabs are kind of strange looking things. I'm going to put one here right at 3 inches, and then when I tab over to it, I missed it. It didn't catch. Let me grab that again and put that bar tab. There it is. Why it didn't show up the first time, I'm not sure. I must not have had my system perfectly aligned. So each time I push the return key, it puts that vertical system in. Kind of a cool looking thing, not used real often, but wanted you to see it.